Hello everyone and welcome to the Extreme TIG channel. So for today's video guys, I'm gonna show you two horizontal butt welds on 10-inch SCAD 40 pipe. It's an existing pipe in the unit. They gotta be cut out that piece, and we're gonna install the T piece. It's gonna be a T fitting. It's gonna connect to that new spool and to that old existing pipe. It's a steam line. So my pipe fitter, Francois, he's gonna do his little magic and he's gonna cut top and the bottom. Once you cut the top, you wanna put some rigging, you wanna secure it so it doesn't fall off. Safety first guys, for yourself especially, and then for others. And now he's gonna cut the bottom, and he's gonna do prep, in and out. This is just a quick peek. That's the new line that was installed here. Okay, as I said, now he's gonna prep, and we're gonna tack that T fitting. It's gonna be a feather edge. It's always good habit guys, clean in and out, especially on an existing spool. It all depends of course on the product. Sometimes you gotta bake out, but anyway, good habit. Really clean, especially inside part. Okay, that's the new spool. As you can see, there's all existing weld 5 inches from the new joint. That's the measure for that T. That's why we have to have that piece. So the gap is 5.6 to 5 mil. It's a little bit gap difference, but a high-low is all right. Just put a quick tacks. I've got like 3 tacks, and I'm gonna just weld in between. I'm just gonna show you guys the quick and the fast and most efficient way to weld that. So I gotta weld both joints in the same shift. So this is 10-hour shift, and the reason why I'm showing you this, so it's you work on your speed. It's a very good habit guys, to work on your speed, and you gotta take your time when you're welding. Don't rush, especially if you're new to that. No rush. Don't let anyone rush you, and take your time. But with time comes with experience, and with experience you should work on your speed, which is good for you. And it's good for you for multiple reasons. I'm gonna tell you later what exactly. So this is ADS D2 TIG rod, 1/8 filler wire. Just gonna keep like a little bit back feed on a horizontal pass. It's gonna be like constant feed. Always try to keep it consistent and connected to your puddle. So for this procedure you gotta preheat, especially with that rod ADS D2. Preheat top and the bottom up to 300 Fahrenheit. And as soon as that's I'm going to start the bottom. I'm going to do root on the bottom, hot pass, and then I'm going to jump on the top, do root and hot pass, and try to finish it as well. So I'm going to walk the cap on that root. It's easier for me, especially on a horizontal. Shouldn't be any problems. You can freehand as well, whatever you want. So I'm 120 for the root pass, as I show you with the XMT Miller. Once you connect top and the bottom, with that amperage I find, especially on the horizontal, you can really have a good control over your puddle. You can see the buildup that you actually doing inside, and you want to keep and maintain that buildup. You want to have nice, consistent, uniform root. I like to do heavier roots, especially for sagbacks, as I like to run hot on my hot pass and my fill, so I don't want any sagback. I don't want to really go 332 tight gap, which is good if you want to weld faster, but also, as I said, I like bigger gap. Takes me a little bit slower time to complete, but I like to have a heavier root, and then I work on my speed on my hot pass and fill passes and a cap. Okay, so this is in between tacks. That's the first one I'm going to do. I'm going to start on the wider side, and the side that's a little bit lower gap, you want to put tacks. You don't want to start there first. You always start on your wider side, so your lower side doesn't close on you. This is in my case. So I'm gonna finish this side. Okay, so the root is done. As I show you, the root is good. It's solid. There's not gonna be any issues with that root. It's 100% X-ray, just in case if you wonder if it is. And even if it's not, as a welder, you have to weld every pipe as 100% X-ray. That's just something you always gotta keep in your mind. They might tell you no, it's not X-ray, and then suddenly they change their mind. Oh yeah, it's an X-ray. And I don't know, you have a couple spots you didn't really care about because they told you it's not X-ray. That's, first of all, that's a bad habit. You don't want to do that. Weld every pipe, even if it's a hydro pop piece, you want to weld it like 100% X-ray with a full penetration. Okay, so for my stop starts, I always grind it out, especially with the torch I'm using. It's all hard pull, so you created always that fisheye, and you got lots of like a weld pool inside, like a little crater. So I don't want to get rid of that, and it's for nicer start and for even better and smoother tie-in for your connection. This is that part when I'm gonna tie in. I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing for my tie-ins. So as I close to that tie-in, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I'm gonna pause, stop in the bottom before I connect, and just adding rod as required. You gotta create that feeling. You have to know, how to your puddle. You have to read your puddle. You have to know how your puddle is behave, and that's only something familiar to you. The way how you weld to your technique, and I always go at least half an inch over, and then I always finish on the wall side, so you can always grind it out. You can run a buffing wheel. Now I'm going to run a hot pass here, and then I'm going to jump on the top. So for the hot pass, I'm going 180, 160, 180. So same rod. Same rod, 1/8 lantanated tungsten, 2%. That's it for the hot pass. Now when we got the bottom, now you can jump on the top, and that's the plan. Okay, now this is the top part. Same thing, well, in between tacks. That's how you work on your time. You don't spend too much time grinding the tacks out. You first weld in between tacks, and then you take the tacks out and you work on your tines. Connect all that, and that's it. Then you do hot pass and crank that heat and start working on your speed. Okay, now this is the hot pass. So the hot pass is done. Usually I'm going, like as I said, 160, 180. It all depends. Depends from the torch, depends from the material I'm welding. But this is approximately the amperage I'm using for my hot pass. That's why I like to go with a heavier root, guys. I would recommend that to anyone. Okay, now this is me working on hot pass, and hot pass is done, and I'm gonna start running beads right away from outside. I'm just gonna do fill, like a fill passes. I'm gonna start right away as I show you here, and working on a cap. So this is the cap on the bottom, 3-pass cap, and this is the cap on the top. So both joints done in one shift, guys. So it's doable with TIG. If you work on your speed, as I said, speed counts with experience, and that's good for you. That's a good work ethic. Work for your speed. You want to remove your head out of that fumes. It doesn't matter weld stick or TIG. That's a good habit. That's why you want to weld fast. And as I said, it'll be good for you. It'll definitely be good for your resume. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it, enjoy it, share, like, subscribe. Thank you for your support, guys, so far, and see you in the next one. You gotta burn to learn, guys.